So if you will, introduce yourself to people where you're at. And
my name is Sho Baraka, and I'm sitting in the leopard chair right now. Where are you? Where are you sitting? I bet you're not sitting in a leopard chair.
No.
I bet you're not.
So you recently announced you've got a solo album coming out.
Yeah, this is the album cover right here.
Oh yeah.
I do have a solo album coming out January 1st, entitled "The Talented 10."
Cool. And some people are already kind of digging into that title and what it means. And you did a promotional video recently where you kind of Johnnie Cochran and played different characters and got to flex a little bit about that. I guess tell me kind of where that idea came from. I know you've done video and that sort of production before, so.
Yes, sir. So the question is the promo video or the title? What are you asking me?
The promo video first.
Okay. Man, as I'm just a creative individual, I think if people really gave me the freedom to be real creative, I'd be crazy and they wouldn't get me. So some of the ideas is just I just like to come forth with that amuses myself. But that particular idea was, I think, in all actuality, it's a lot deeper than I think people go into. But the reality of it is that, the video itself is dealing with a lot of insecurities that I deal with as an individual. Because although there are 4 different individuals, I will actually think that all 4 of those people are me in some way. But also in that I'm using satire and sarcasm to really touch on a lot of the issues that I think are important in different people. But in reality, if you look at me in the video, the individual in the black sweater, there's a lot of commentary on him because he's sitting there poking fun and judgment at 3 individuals who didn't do something that he accused them of doing, which in a lot of ways takes the mirror and puts it in his own face. So there's a lot to that. I think that, and I try not to over-explain my art because I want people to be able to pull out of it what they can.
Right, and I don't want you to do that. I did want to ask why Cochran and not Kardashian? Because Kardashian's a lot more popular.
Yeah, he is more popular now. Because I'm black.
Sure.
I think it's easy to spell one, and the reference with the last line, the O.J. Simpson and Johnnie Cochran.
Yeah, no, I was just messing around there. And then 2, you've talked about a song that you might have on this upcoming album, N-Word Island, only it's not N-word.
Right.
And I guess my question to you is how...
The most popular song I've ever done without anybody hearing it.
Right. So 1 is that song still going to come out? And then 2, how do people who don't use that word talk about it?
The title of it won't be called Nigga Island. The song is going to be actually called Jim Crow. Because of that, because I don't want people to feel like they can't say the title. So
because that kind of crept up recently with Gwyneth Paltrow and Jay-Z and their Paris songs. So and I would ask that people have white friends, and even some black people who don't like using the word, they'll be like, "Have you heard that Jay-Z song in Paris?" So no, the song, and honestly, man, I just don't think it would be smart to call it Nigga Island. Although it is the lyrics. In the hook, it will say, I'm not going to give you the hook, but I actually wrote the song in January, so, February. I wrote the song in February, but I think it's a very important song. I do understand the weight of it. I do understand the potential controversy it can cause. I do understand that some people will not like the song, but I do feel the benefit of the commentary is going to outweigh that which people have issue with. I do feel like I've sent the song to literally, and this is off the top of my head, maybe 8 people who are in my circle have listened to the song. I've rewritten the 2nd verse because of some of the critiques that I've gotten. So it's just not me writing in a bubble at all. You know what I mean? So I don't create in a bubble. I understand the repercussions of people listening to my song. It's definitely not the kind of song that you want your 5 to 12 to year old to be quoting, because there's some strong words in there. But I do feel like it's important for our culture, especially a culture that is afraid to deal with race. And we can see this in the election, because a lot of this election is not really
politics. A lot of it is race, and so yeah, I think it's important, man. I'm excited about it, and I think in light of my man Propaganda doing his Precious Puritan song too, it's kind of like I think it's a time where Christian hip hop artists are growing up and starting to deal with things that they feel are that's hitting home for them, and I think it's good that people are doing this, not for the sake of shock value, not for the sake of just trying to be vulgar, but for the purposes of addressing issues that everybody deals with outside of the forms and outside of concerts. Like, you walk outside, not too long ago, I'm walking outside my house with my wife, and all of a sudden these dudes drive by saying, nigger, and they keep going. It's like, this is real life for me. I gotta deal with this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But then also I gotta walk up and down my street in Atlanta, where to some people I'm not black enough because, you know, I don't act a certain way. So, or I'm not down for the cause because, you know, I like to articulate my words to, you know what I mean? So for some, you know, so yeah, you'll understand the song when you hear it.
Cool. Well, where do you want to send people to online to find out more about your stuff?
Right now, I don't know, man. This is High. The website is like under like revision every other week, so
yeah.
But thishishigh.com is definitely gonna be the spot for where yeah, go to thishishigh.com. Support the wrap up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sketch.